Hey all, welcome to Share Trek. This is Raj here, and friends, I've been. I usually have seasonal allergies, and the beginning of spring is always a nightmare for me. And today I had some real serious allergy. I was not able to breathe properly. I took an antihistamine in the morning, and just about now things are feeling a little better. And also I have two little furry dogs. When they go out, they bring the pollen in, so it's going to be a tough time for me this spring, so please bear with me if I sound a bit nasal. I can't help it. So that said, today I'm going to talk to you about Ginkgo Bioworks. This company seems to constantly surprise me. Just when I thought that things are too fantastic to be true, they have lined up a new alliance which kind of imparts a lot of credibility to Ginkgo Bioworks. So I'd like to talk about that today, so let's get started. Welcome back, friends. Ginkgo Bioworks has lined up yet another biopharma partnership, allying with Boehringer Ingelheim. Boehringer Ingelheim. I'm not German, so I may not pronounce it properly. Plus, my nose is congested. So, those of my audience who are watching me from Germany, please pardon me while I butcher the name. Boehringer Ingelheim. It's a partnership that's worth around 406 million US dollars to DNA. Ginkgo will use its microbe-based database to find new molecules that Boehringer Ingelheim could turn into drugs. Other financial details are yet to be announced. Ginkgo payments could be based either on hitting milestones, that could be in terms of R&D milestones, regulatory or commercial markers. There could also potentially be a royalty component. So we don't have all the information. I'm waiting for them to come out. With the help of Zymergen acquisition and other dealings, Ginkgo's databases have grown to include more than 2 billion in-house protein sequences. And this is the information that the company has disclosed during its various press releases and interviews. And Aaron Squads, Ginkgo Senior Director of Business Development, said, "We think this is one of many ways that we can work with pharma. We think that there are probably a lot of companies out there that have difficult to drug targets, and that natural products provide an additional route for trying to hit those targets." Boehringer has reportedly spent euro 5 billion on R&D in 2022 and has a pipeline that spans multiple disease areas: oncology, cardio-renal, central nervous system, retinal, metabolic, respiratory, immunology, and others. Founded in 1885 by Albert Boehringer in Germany, Boehringer Ingelheim is a global pharmaceutical company with over 135 years of experience. They have a strong focus on research and development and have been known to invest significantly in scientific research to discover innovative medicines and healthcare solutions. They operate research centers worldwide and collaborate with various stakeholders. Boehringer holds a diverse platform covering therapeutic areas such as respiratory diseases, cardiovascular diseases, oncology, and more. They are particularly advanced in respiratory medicine with breakthrough treatments for conditions like COPD and IPF. For COPD, they have a drug called Spirivia, and FDA approved it for long-term, once-a-day maintenance treatment of the COPD condition. And then they have another drug called Striverdi Respimat, and they have one more drug called Stiolto Respimat, all for COPD. And they have OFEV, which is FDA-approved treatment for IPF, which is idiopathic pulmonary fibrosis. Boehringer also actively engages in disease awareness, patient education, and advocacy programs. And more importantly, they emphasize corporate social responsibility and sustainability. And that's close to my heart because I think when it comes to medicine, we are talking about supporting somebody's life with a technology that we have already discovered. So corporate social responsibility from a company like Boehringer is like a breath of fresh air for me, and I'm really happy about it. Boehringer operates in over 150 countries, providing global access to its therapies and healthcare solutions, employing a diverse workforce of dedicated professionals and is committed to improving human and animal health. They are well positioned as a leading player in the pharma industry, and Ginkgo's business development news has been on a tear in the recent months. The company bought gene therapy assets from Stride Bio, sold a former Zymergen lab to the multinational chemical and materials manufacturer Solvay. I had put a video about that in our channel earlier. And they also lined up a mRNA manufacturing platform packed with sensible biotechnologies and came together on an experimental RNA pill for colorectal cancer with Esperovox among other announcement. And this news must have been the reason for a smart jump in DNA stock prices. Let us take a quick look at the price charts. I'm really happy that DNA price is going up. Well, friends, here we are on the TradingView platform, and I have the price chart for DNA out here. Each of these candles is a one-day candle, and I'm just going to expand this so that we can see it clearly. As we can see, we have been consolidating with DNA. I bought DNA somewhere in the 1.54 range. It's somewhere out here. So somewhere out here, and since then it has fallen a lot. I'm just going to quickly mark these red so that the chart is updated. All the greens have to become red. They were supports earlier, but now they're all resistance. So now that I have done that, let us look at the momentum out here. Momentum has been pretty strong. RSI has got plenty of room to run, and MACD is also bullish, and we have 3 consecutive days of green candles. So if I look at these 3 candles, it reminds me of the 3 white soldiers pattern, but the only deficiency out here is that for the 3 white candles bullish pattern to be in play, subsequent candles have to start within the body of the previous candles and end above the body of the previous candles. So that condition has been met by the first 2 candles if we were to look at it very closely, but the third candle opened way up, so I wouldn't call that the 3 white soldiers pattern, but overall everything looks like a trend reversal to me. But one of the patterns out here, it looks like a morning star pattern, red candle followed by a smaller red candle and then a green candle going above. So the trend reversal has actually taken place. So I'm thinking that good times are ahead for DNA, and a part of the reason why these jumps happen is, I think, because of the news that DNA has tied up for a $400 million deal with the Boehringer, and that gives a lot of credibility to DNA because there was a lot of questions on DNA and its technology by the short seller Scorpion Capital. So this kind of gives an endorsement from an industry leader that if Boehringer was to tie up with DNA, then definitely their technology is sound and there is something out there, because $400 million speaks much louder than any short selling report. So I think that we might be in a situation where there is a trend reversal already in place, and we should be able to effortlessly break through 1.51 going forward in the next 2 or 3 days of trading. As far as DNA is considered, the only spoiler could be the earnings, which is due on 15th of May, and people are expecting an EPS of negative 0.085 cents and a revenue of 71.73 million. And I personally think that they may probably do better because in this earnings release, they have the opportunity to release us information about the Boehringer deal, and that's why I think they have held back the information. If there is royalty component in there, if there are milestone-based payments, if there is an upfront payment, all those information will come out potentially in this meeting when they release their earnings on 15th of May. And I think in the run-up to 15th of May, we are going to see Ginkgo Bio going up, and it will be a matter of great concern on 15th of May, just to make sure that all the expectations are met. So I'm happy for Ginkgo, and I'm pretty sure that before the 15th of May, we are going to cross $1.51 per share on Ginkgo. Of course, friends, this is my personal opinion and not financial advice, so please do your own due diligence. And with that, I would like to bring this video to an end. Friends, I apologize for not being able to speak much clearly because as you can see, my nose is stuffed and The allergy is still working its way through my system, and tomorrow is another day. I'm going to just get up in the morning and have an antihistamine regardless, and I hope to have a good night's sleep. So wish me the best for recovery, and I'll catch up with you again with the next video. Bye for now.